As you feel your eyes straining and your head is thumping, you look at the time and realise that you've been staring at the screen for 3 hours but with no progress made. This happens all too often and you're getting fed up with it. I've been there too. However, I've made some big changes to my trading that result in less screen time yet more profit. If you don't want to become a slave to the screen, then continue watching as I share some tips with you that will help unglue your eyes from the screen. I want to begin by saying that if you're new to trading, whether it be day trading or swing trading, screen time is necessary and lots of it. You need to train your brain to recognize patterns and understand how stocks move, kind of like how a poker player studies his opponent's behavior and cards. This video is really aimed at those who have spent enough time in front of the screen and have a good grasp of stock trading, regardless of whether you're profitable or not. The following tips will help you free up time and become more focused on things that actually matter. So the first tip is to switch to swing trading. This might be a controversial opinion, especially if you've dedicated yourself to day trading, but the most obvious thing to do to free yourself from the screen is to switch from day trading to swing trading. Instead of building your entire strategy around the 1 minute or the 5 minute chart, zoom out and see the bigger picture on the daily chart. That's where you can really identify and ride the longer term trends. To become a successful day trader, you typically have to have a high win rate, high consistency and very tight stop losses in order to achieve a good return. Huge moves are rare, and when they do appear, you're in and out within a day, but these moves can continue on for days or weeks. Of course, as a day trader, you're going to miss the majority of it. Swing trading is less time consuming, less stressful and more scalable. It's also a lot more forgiving since your winners can pay for your mistakes many times over. If you're still not convinced, that's fine. Whether you're a day trader or swing trader, it still helps to focus on one simple setup. You might be thinking that more setups equal the potential to make more money, and you would be totally right if you were some sort of super trading robot, but it just complicates things even more. Not only are you spending so much time in front of the screen waiting for certain setups, but your head is filled with so much information that stock trading becomes rocket science. I achieved consistency by focusing on my most profitable setup and ignoring the rest. It's hard at first because I still saw old setups appearing and taking off without me, but stats don't lie, and my stats told me that my EP setup was making me money while others were losing me money. If you haven't done so already, log all of your trades in a trading journal like TraderSync or Edgewonk. Find your most profitable setup and master that one. You may even discover variations of that setup. When you become proficient in that setup, then you can consider mastering other setups, or for the sake of becoming time efficient, you can just increase your position size and make more money without having to do more work. And building off your core setup, you should also refine your stock selection. Instead of trying to trade every single stock, you should be filtering them according to their sector, market cap, float size, technical performance, etc. The goal is to truly zone in on the stocks that have the best characteristics of making the biggest moves. For example, if you trade breakouts, then you want to focus on fast moving stocks with relative strength to the market. So you might narrow down your criteria to small cap stocks with less than 100 million float within the tech sector and trading above the 50 SMA. Your filters should be finely tuned on a regular basis according to your performance. Once again, this is where the importance of a trading journal comes in, as you'll get to see which type of stocks to avoid. So for example, if you find that you keep losing money on mega cap stocks, which tend to move a lot slower, then you should probably filter them out. In the end, you should be left with a short list of the best stocks to trade on any given day, and no matter what day of the week it is, you should only trade the power hours. Most of the action comes within the first and last hours of the trading day. It's tedious and mind-numbing to sit at the screen outside these times since not much happens anyway. If momentum is what you're after, then it makes sense to just trade when there's the most momentum in the market. Of course, There are opportunities that present themselves outside of the power hours, but you're probably going to fall asleep waiting for them. Besides, most of the time, nothing ever happens and you waste a lot of your precious time and energy playing the waiting game. Instead, it helps to do something fulfilling. So now that you've freed yourself from the illusion of the screen, how on earth do you stay away from it? That's the tricky part, because if you have a position on, you're constantly going to be checking up on it like a newborn baby. How far has it gone up? Has it hit my stop loss? Should I move my stop loss? Should I sell? Those are questions that will constantly plague your mind. Everyone will deal with it differently, but for me, I found that it helps to have something meaningful and fulfilling to do outside of trading. I either get on with my e-commerce business, work on my YouTube channel, or go out with the family. Even then, I still can't help but to check up on my trades either on my phone or on my laptop. It's just something I have to live with. Another thing that has helped me to stop checking on my trades all the time is to play defense. So if my position moves up 1R, I'm instantly going to move my stop loss to break even. This tactic has allowed me to relax a little and stop me from wondering whether I'm up or down. Unfortunately, if you play defense, it means that you will get stopped out more often at break even, only for the stock to turn around and blast off higher again. It's extremely frustrating when that happens, but you can't have the best of both worlds. So, unless you have a very good reason for being glued to the screen, you'll most likely be more productive and more profitable spending less time in front of it. That applies not only to stock trading, but pretty much every other business venture too. When you get past the learning phase and growing pains of becoming a profitable stock trader, you're going to realize that in fact, you can actually make more money by trading less. Let me know in the comment section below how you deal with long screen time and what's the longest time you sat in front of the computer for. And if you like this video, just give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more simple but effective stock trading tips.